about getting into some highlight videos. We're gonna jump right into it. They got music in the back, so I'm not even gonna get copyrighted this time. Alright, so first things first. We're in S&P mode on the camera, which is slow motion. In slow motion, it goes from 60 frames per second to 120. And so 60 frames is half of 120. And at 120, it's super, super slowed down. And I don't want it to be so slow to the point to where it's like, okay, get to the point. I want it to have that good cinema quality where we can see things in slow motion, but it's not too slow. And I have it where it's shooting raw with no LUT on there. And so what I'm doing right now is customizing this exact custom setting so that when the client goes to edit the video, all they have to do is copy and paste it into Photoshop or probably brighten it up a little bit. I still have to like really get into these menus really deep and figure out how to adjust my Kelvin completely, because in some of these settings it doesn't allow me to adjust the Kelvin as much as I want to, and that's something that I don't like. I've had this camera for like 3 or 4 years now, and the Kelvin adjustment is something that is automatic most of the times. And going into that, there's another feature where I can customize the look, which we call it, which is how it looks inside the camera when you're actually recording it. I don't want it to have like a faded out look like I usually do on some of my other projects. This time I want it to be as similar to where we're shooting as possible, because I'm not editing this. And I can't say, oh, let me just go brighten this or brighten that. I don't know who's on the post side, which you call it, the editor. And so right now I'm going into like this little color box, and I'm choosing the different color that I want to display inside the camera to match what I'm seeing on the field. If you see those guys running past, their jerseys kind of look a little yellow tinted. And so that's a great thing that they ran past, because now I can look at their jersey and say, nah, that's not yellow. It needs to be white. And so you see me changing it on there, and now their jerseys look more white. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, getting settings together before we shoot, because I cannot do this as we shoot, because then I can possibly miss something. It's important to get there on time or a little bit earlier. That way you can have some, leeway in order to do what you got to do on your end, just to make sure that everything is correct in the camera when it comes to setting, when it comes to the look of it, and when it comes to audio. We didn't need audio for this, but I captured audio for this because the camera automatically captures audio. And I'm going to show you at the end how it turned out. That's the I have to bring. He's gonna have to bring it up in post. That's just what it is. So